Hello folks and welcome back to an absolute doozy of an episode here at Cranky Conrods. Today we have ourselves a 2012 VW Polo 1.2 that has been abandoned for the best part that I believe to be 3 years. Now we're going to see if we can get this running and driving and see if we can't dive in to find out what the fault was with the vehicle in the original beginning. Because someone has had a look into this vehicle and done an absolute doozy on this car. They've had a go at trying to find what the fault was. I don't think they've done much to prevail in that aspect. Because guys, it's an absolute mess. I'm going to show you guys exactly what we have here. Other than a 1.2 Polo, of course. For all you smart Alexes out there. Well, I'm going to be looking in the market also for a key specialist that can come out and cut keys and everything to a vehicle, because the key for this one has actually been lost, so we have to get ourselves a cut key and everything else for the car, and programmed obviously. So if that's something you guys can do, then please hit the comments below and I'll very much be appreciated if you do so. But yeah, let's get you guys dived right in here, because this one it's out there. It's a mess. Not as bad as Damien, but it's a mess. And I like this sort of stuff. The big jigsaw puzzles of the car automotive style, we call it. So yeah, let's get you guys in there and show you guys exactly what we've got. So grab yourself a cold snack. This one's going to be a fun one for you. So here you are folks, the beating heart of the VW Polo. And what an absolute doozy we have here. Yeah, lost for words on this one. Quite literally lost for words. I mean, yeah, that's safe, isn't it? That's approved in the automotive history, you know. The live terminal is only just there, underneath a plastic cover, and that's holding up the engine onto metal. That's a mighty approved. What's that, a dog lead? Well, I don't know. So yeah, as you can see, the engine mounting's missing. The complete side of this engine is completely torn apart. I mean, we've even got sensors here that have been taken off. Oh, cam sensor's been taken apart. What have we got ourselves into here, folks? I think we got ourselves into an absolute mess. And there we go, guys. Oh dear. Like I said, she is nice. That's where I've been sat. That's where the seats cleans, because I've been sat on there taking the ignition barrel off so we could get the steering lock off. But there we have it, folks. One beautiful showroom condition VW Polo. This will be on the market near you soon. Yeah. She is an absolute... Oh, come on. There we go. Yep, she is delicious. Look at that. She's lovely. She is good. Okie dokie. Obviously, we're not going to be able to get in the boot because, yeah, it's electric. So what we're going to do is we're just going to put the battery on it. I don't know, put the jump leads on it. I don't know. Find out exactly what it is we have, mileage and everything else, and I'll show you guys what to do if you ever haven't got a key. Bear with me. Right folks, you are never gonna believe this. 3 years this car has been sat. And it's got power still in the battery. I can't believe it. It still has power in this battery. So what we're going to do is we're just going to turn that off for monetization purposes. Is this here is the back of the ignition switch. So I'll try and get you guys in there. And I'm going to put a screwdriver into there, like so. Fuel pump's working. Obviously no key is detected, and we're not even going to try and crank it. But yeah, there we go. No freaking way. This thing is that 86,000 miles, 701? That may well be 86,701 miles on this little Polo. I mean, that is awesome. I'm not even going to try and crank it because that will just be you know, just pure stupidity. See, it's also coming up deadlock, check, blah blah blah. So, because obviously we ain't got the key. But if you ain't got the key and you want to see the mileage and that, you just take this off. Come on, camera, focus. Here we go. You just take the back of the switch off of the ignition barrel, which is held in by 2 little screws. One there, and there's like 2 little like wax red dots over the top of them. It's like a tamper thing. So you just undo them 2, and that takes the back of the ignition barrel out for the switch. You can test the thing. But nonetheless, as we have power, let's jump out and have a look and see what we have in the boot, because this could be interesting. You know, like everything, anything like this, and we're going to be seeing what we've got. So, inner fender liner, bottom valance, some red carpet. Obviously, they've been lying on that, and big 3 years exposed and the sump's not on it. Daddy-o. We've got the side of the engine. I'm going to say that that's rather an auxiliary tensioner or something. Tensioner, idler pulley. Not a foggy Dundoshi, what that is. But right off of the bat here, we've got not enough screws for parts. That's cool. So we got a problem there then. Okie dokie. Wow. This is going to get interesting very quick, very fast. I mean, let's just get this thing cleaned up, I think, as it's here. We'll get all this chucked back in and see if we can roll this engine and see if this engine even turns over, because with the sump off and it's been sat in long grass, there's every possible chance. It was clean at the time, but there is every possible chance that this engine could very well be locked up. Oh dear. Oh well, never mind. Let's get going. Let's see what we got. So folks, as you can see, we've given it a quick clean over, and it actually has come up under the engine bay here quite nicely actually. I've gone ahead and put a huge bit of cardboard under here because I was rather concerned with starting to move the vehicle that this is going to go through, break the plastic and touch one of the metal connections in the little fuse box on top of the battery, which with a metal pole, well, it don't take a genius, that's going to make a circuit and we're going to have a very big fire on our hands. So, nonetheless, we've been and cleaned the car, we've washed it. The car has actually come up pretty damn well, actually, considering the state it was when we've got it. I mean, with a good clay bar and a buffer mop, it is going to come up looking like absolutely brand new. The inside, we didn't have a hoover with us, so I ain't going to worry about the carpets too much, but generally, come on, there we go. We've given the dashboard a quick wipe over and the seats and that. We're going to get the seats out and give it all a good scrubbing, but the inside, as I say, wasn't my biggest worry. The back seats aren't all too bad, but nonetheless, we are getting somewhere with it. I mean, we'll have to do the headliner and that, but given what's going on with it, you know, it was only just a quick wipe over to tidy the car up. But we've done all the sides, done all this. We've only really done the outside. When the noisy forklift decides it's going to bugger off. But yeah, like you can see, it's nice and clean. So we put a socket on the bottom crank pulley. The cam chain's turning clockwise and then the engine locks up. So yeah, it felt solid, like it was hitting a valve. So at the end of the day, when I went to return the engine anti-clockwise, it was starting to jump timing quite well. But the engine was locked up going in reverse, or the cams were seized or something, I don't quite know. But what I'm going to do is I'm going to retime it, just in case somebody tried to roll the engine back with there was no oil pressure in the plunger. So if they tried to roll the engine anti-clockwise, it would have jumped timing then as well. So at the end of the day, what I'm going to do, oh look at the pretty spider, oh yeah, here he goes. So what we're going to do is we're going to retime it, show you guys how to do that, and we're going to turn the engine over clockwise again, and if it holds timing, then I'm going to go ahead, get the battery fully charged up and crank it over on the starter motor, make oil pressure and see if that tensioner down, just down in there, is going to hold pressure. If it doesn't, then we're going to go ahead and take the cam chain off, put a new cam chain, new tensioner and everything else on it. I mean, it might even still be a case of doing that just yet, but we just want to see if this engine turns over and see if this engine actually does exactly what it's meant to be doing before we start going ahead and throwing a considerable amount of money into it. Because we did find this. Now we've got it all clean. Stupid camera. You can see the tape all around here, and I just pulled this apart. So that was interesting. So we're going to have to do a borescope, horoscope, what I like to call them. Take the coils out, put a horoscope down the plug holes, and see if there's any water inside the engine. Let's fingers crossed and hope there isn't. That could be why the engine sounded like it was locked up. But yeah, let's call it a wrap, because I found all the ECU in that here, look, that's all loose and not at its home, so it was going to have to be seriously gone through. But anyway guys, I'm going to call that a wrap on this video, and I'm going to say much love from me folks, and peace out. Hope to see you all in the next one.